Morning, Cheryl.
Good morning, Nelson. How are you?
Good, thank you. What's for the agenda today?
Well, today we're going into New York City and we're going to go on the Circle Line, which is a 3 hour cruise around Manhattan Island to know all the history of Manhattan. And then we're going right next door, literally less than half a block away, is the Intrepid Air and Space Museum, and also where the new exhibit for the space shuttle is, the Space Shuttle Enterprise. If you're a Star Trek fan, it's the Enterprise. So we just not only do destinations far away or cruise lines or Disney, we also do local stuff here in the New York area. Whether it's seeing a Broadway show, a sports game like the Mets or the Giants and the Yankees and soccer and all that. We also do the wineries and we do the Big Apple, New York City. So the next time you need a group for a fundraiser event or just want to get away for the day, we do day events. So remember, Echevarria Travel, your one-on-one travel agent, home of the independent traveler. Have a great day. 631-456-5394 and reservations at echevarriatravel.com. And remember also, we specialize in people with special needs. Whether you're blind, in a wheelchair, other disabilities, we handle it all. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Beautiful.
Shut it.
Action!
Hi, Cheryl Echevarria from Echevarria Travel. We're here on the Circle Line once again. And for those that have been with us again, Dave is the tour guide of this boat. We were here last month with the NFB New York, so it's the same tour guide we had last month. 3 hour boat ride around Manhattan Island. Hopefully we'll get more descriptive video so everybody understands what we're looking at. We're sitting on the upper deck where it's opened and nice breeze, and the sun came out today, so yay, the sun came out tomorrow, as in the song Annie from the show Annie. On the other side of us is the Intrepid, where we're going to go afterwards. In front of us is Manhattan Island, where you can see One World Trade Center, as well as the Empire State Building, the the Chrysler Building. And when we get to the other side of the island, you'll see the UN, you'll see Yankee Stadium, we'll be seeing Ellis Island and Statue of Liberty. And remember, in the spring, we're doing the Freedom Tour. So if you're interested in taking a tour of Manhattan and seeing the World Trade Center and the memorial area and the garden and all that, everything, we're going to go probably the end of April. So if you want to go, we're going to have payment plans and all that. So remember, Echevarria Travel, your one-on-one travel agency, independent travel for everybody, including the blind and disabled. So enjoy. We'll talk soon. 631-456-5394. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Here we are with our guest, George. Hi, George. And here's Debbie. Hi, Debbie. How you doing?
Great.
And here's the big crowd here, waving around. Hi, everybody. Everybody happy? Yay! Thank you.
On the left, a tan building on the shore with two skinny antennas. The two skinny antennas are just so distinct, aren't they? This building changed your life.
New Jersey.
It used to be... Did you watch any international news and sports? Make a long-distance phone call. Ferry terminal. It still functions for light rail and ferry commuters. Like the statue, it has a copper skin. The new panels are brown. 40 years from now, everything light green. Still functioning for light rail and ferry commuters, it's also an art museum and the end of Hoboken. Have apartments here. With all the history, Greenwich Village attracts celebrities and you. So take in the shopping, the restaurants, the music clubs. Take a map. Because it's nothing like Midtown's layout. Older city streets have names, not numbers. Did you know that New York was the U.S. capital for a year after the Revolution? A national landmark. Below you, the world's first underwater automotive tunnel, longer than a mile. Clifford and Holland, its engineer. the Holland Tunnel. It's not for the country. You want to see the impact of the tunnel? Look right. USA Today calls Jersey City location, 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 the best planned urban community in the U.S. You want to see the past? Look left. Take Trump's new glass tower, the Trump Soho, please. Can you name the first building built in New York City designed purposely for fax and computer use? The World Trade Center. The Twin Towers. Everything about them changed New York. Look left. You notice how suddenly Manhattan is a lot closer and sticks out like a square angle? That's not natural. She's been enhanced. Battery Park City. Anything up the newest super tall tower still under construction is no longer called the Freedom Tower. The new name is the new One World Trade Center. Thought the Freedom Tower moniker was than ours. It's the new One World Trade. Bottom left of it, with a rounded face, is a new Goldman Sachs building. Just remember it's there. We're about to come up built for Goldman Sachs. If the roof is in your way, look on the right for the Colgate clock. The clock is just above the river. And to the right of the clock, on toothpaste factory property, Goldman Sachs. Message sent and received. Before September 11th, they were moving all the jobs out of New York City here. An abandoned toothpaste factory property is cheaper to redevelop than anything in New York City. The tax rate in New Jersey is cheaper than New York's. The vacant space on the right, in New Jersey, you can custom build. New York space is limited and expensive. What's your incentive to stay? Jersey City and New York City are competing over the same corporate clients, tax revenues at stake, geographically but historically. The red brick building on the right is the old New Jersey Central Railroad and Ferry Terminal. In the peak years of immigration at Ellis Island, more than 300 trains left daily, average staff, one train leaving every 4 minutes. 150 ferry boats a day. It's a ferry leaving every 8 minutes, a train every 4. So pretend you're new to this country, and you don't speak English. Find your way to the right one. Today, a gallery park. Today, you buy your ticket here to visit Ellis Island and the statue. No, it's not Ellis Island, it's the gateway to it, in a sec. The New York, above and above the treetops, in the shadows, looks like the Parthenon, the Museum of the American Indian. Native Americans honored, free admission. It's the old Alexander Hamilton Customs House. Behind that's Broadway, a short walk up Broadway, and Twain Street, the African slave burial grounds. Slaves built New Amsterdam, the Dutch colony that becomes New York City. Any ethnic group in the Western Hemisphere, four of the world's major religions, have a monumental connection in or walking distance near here. Get out of Midtown. Samuel Ellis, a butcher, bought his family a 3-acre picnic island in 1775. Daughter marries a British officer that year. Life is good, business is good in 1775. Within the year, Sam Ellis gets a choice for the revolution, back family, or colony to become country. He went with family, although sympathetic to the other side. After the war, he goes back to England. His granddaughter sold the island to the new U.S. government. We're done here. So it truly is American history. As an immigration center, it closed in '54. As a museum of immigration, it began on the left. If you all rush to the right, the only thing we'll see is the bottom of New York Bay. So instead, reach into your pockets and pull out 2 copper coins, what we call pennies. You take 2 pennies, you put them together like they're a sandwich, and that's how thick the copper is on the statue, 2 pennies thick. Today's penny costs 2.8 cents to make. Copper's price has skyrocketed. It's not worth it. You'd need more than 30 million pennies to have enough copper, more than $60 million to make a duplicate. Have you seen the light? In her right hand is a torch. That's a symbol of wisdom or enlightenment. If you are smart enough to bring a torch, you will not stumble in the dark. Her proper title is Liberty Enlightening the World. The world has 7 continents or seas, so the crown's halo has 7 points. Now, we want to enlighten the world about democracy. Is she dressed in Athenian Grecian robes? For Athens is democracy's birthplace, or is it a Roman garment called a doula, given a slave when made free? Let the scholars debate. No debate for me. Like Heinz ketchup and like the statue's main steel beams, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yay.
Pennsylvania, the Keystone State. Look in her left hand, not a book. Unless it's about Heinz or the Pennsylvania Railroad. That's a keystone. What the notch on the top edge tells you, keystones are custom cut. Wider on the top, they narrow at the bottom. The center stone of a stone arch, its keystone, distributes the weight of the arch equally. In a stable democracy, laws are applied equally. Rome, the great city of written law. Written on the keystone are Roman numerals, spelling July 4th, 1776. The Declaration of Independence, the keystone of our democracy.
People can't see behind
But
you.
for women, for African Americans, we defaulted on its promises. Democracy, nothing, but a dream deferred. Her right leg is behind her left because she is walking free of the broken chains of slavery at her feet, which again, you can climb to the crown, look down and see them come October the 29th. And she's wearing sandals, subtle but radical. Under Greek or Roman law, and if you think of your ancient Greek and Roman statues, this will make sense. The males have sandals, the females are barefoot. Because only citizens could wear sandals, only citizens could vote, only men could be citizens. Nice sandals. Not only did U.S. women not have the right to vote when she was built, women were banned from the October 28, 1886 dedication on the island. The scandal broke that morning because the sculptor brought his wife and daughter. Claimed he didn't get the memo. A group of suffragettes who had charted a protest vote, barely a footnote in the news accounts. Think how far we've come.